Hey guys, welcome to my human belt tutorial. For this tutorial, you're going to need a soft surface, a yoga block or a thick book, a wall, and of course a person to do the belt around. As usual, please remember that contortion is not for beginners. You need to be pretty far advanced into your flexibility training to attempt this tutorial safely. Before you attempt this tutorial, you should be able to do a decent chest stand, at least with your feet to your head, but ideally with your toes to the ground. You also need to be able to do a handstand against a wall, and you need to consider whether or not you're going to be able to fit around the person that you want to belt around. So let's get started. We're going to start out with arching and then hunching forward as far as we can, focusing on activating the entire back and then the abs. And we can add some arms if it feels right. Next, we're going to go on our hands and our knees and we're going to do a cat-cow position. Next, we're going to warm up our glutes with some glute bridges, making sure we're squeezing our glutes really hard at the top. Glute activation is really important for a healthy lower back. Now we're going to do some lunges and we're just going to straighten that front leg and bend it again. Now we're going to arch back and hold, trying to keep our hips nice and straight.
Okay, timer is going.
Now let's switch to the other side. Leaning back now. Now we're going to alternate between our plank and our down dog position. Now we're going to start really getting into the back bends. If at any point during your back bending you feel like your back is cramping up or getting too tired, just go ahead and pause the video, go into your forward fold for a little while. Now we're just going to arch up, and I want you to really think about activating the upper and the middle back, not just putting all the bend in your lower back. Next we're going to do some arch ups, making sure we're keeping our glutes activated and we're not pushing too far with this, just going as far as feels comfortable.
6, 7.
Next we're going to head on over to our wall. As you can see, I'm using a palm tree as my wall. So we're going to alternate between the sitting and the scorpion position, making sure we're activating everything.
Almost. 5 seconds.
Take a little rest here if you need, and then we're going to go back up and do it again. Next we're going back to our mat and we're going to go ahead and go into a bridge. Next we're going to alternate between straight legs and leaning forward, almost as if we're going to go into a chest stand. Next we're going to go onto our knees and we're going to arch back and try to mimic the position that we'll be in for the human belt. Now we're going to prepare our neck for our chest stand, so just putting our bums up in the air and our arms out. Next we're going to do the same thing, except this time we're putting a yoga block or a thick book under our chin. Next you can go ahead and go into your chest stand however you like to go into your chest stand, and we're just going to hold it with our feet to our head. Without coming up now, if you can, go ahead and put your toes down to the ground and hold. Next we're going to go ahead and go into our bridge, and we're just going to walk our hands as close as we can to our feet, and we're going to hold it and make sure we're squeezing our glutes and really activating everything. We're almost ready now. We're going to lay on our stomach, and we're going to try to get into that human belt position on our stomach. Really focusing on our grip here. You want to have a really strong grip on your feet to be good at the human belt. So I like to pull my feet under my chin because I find that that's the most stable position for me. But you don't have to be able to pull your feet all the way under your chin to be able to do the human belt. You can be able to pull them maybe towards your head, as long as you have a strong grip and you are able to use your arm strength to keep yourself there. And now we are ready to bring in our person. So we're just going to have our person go on their hands and knees, and we're just going to bend backwards over them. I am really tall, so this is a little extra awkward for me. Once you get comfortable, you can go ahead and try to grab your feet, and you can actually have your person push on your knees or push on your foot a little bit just to help you grab it. And now we're ready. So if everything up until this point felt okay, then you are ready to go ahead and try the human belt. So you want to make sure that you and your person are both aware of every step before you start the skill. So please watch this next clip carefully before you actually start to attempt it. So you're going to start behind your person and have them lift up their arm, and you're just going to go ahead and lean into them and put your back against their side. Have them hold tight around your rib cage, and you're just going to hold on to their arm. When you're ready, go ahead and lift up your feet, and he just grabs right under my lower knee to start. And then I grab my feet. So once I grab my feet, he's going to quickly bring that arm up and over both knees. Now he's holding me tight, and I can adjust my grip a little bit if I need to and try to get comfortable. And there it is, we're doing the human belt. So you probably want to practice your human belt for a while before you have your person let go. I always say that the hardest part about holding a human belt is actually the grip strength, because you have to hold your feet so tight. When you're ready to get out of the position, he's just gonna hold your rib cage tight, and you're just gonna swing your legs down. Now I'm going to show you how we get up when we go a little bit faster. I do not recommend putting on lotion before you try this like I unfortunately did before filming this video. But you can flex your feet or just your toes for a little bit of a better grip. But yeah, the human belt is my favorite skill ever. I love to just wrap around people and do all sorts of random and cool stuff. Pretty much anything cool that you can think of that a person can do, you can just wrap around them and be their belt and make it even cooler. And this skill is probably my proudest accomplishment. I did the human belt around a palm tree, and trust me, it was not easy, and it took quite a few people to get me into that position, but I'm still very excited that I did this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I hope it was helpful for you.